Good day, good day, good day. Thank you for joining me. Just in case you're joining me for the very first time, I'm your host, the real Brian Glaze Gibbs. This is my ministry. This is my platform. What I do is I utilize this platform as cautionary tale, as educational purpose to get these young kids to know that guess what, man? Crime doesn't pay. Whatever you see on TV or whatever you hear doing these rap music or whatever you seen or whatever you into or even playing these games, Grand Theft Auto or whatever game that you out there and you playing and it got some type of like excitement from violence, robbing, stealing, hustling. Folks, listen, that's all make-believe, man. Like I tell you right now is guess what? There's no shortcut in life. Crime doesn't pay. Today, what I'm talking about right now, I was listening to this interview with Vladtv and Michael Franzese. And right now they was talking about one of the most fierce man in mobster history. Okay? When you start talking about all the gangster, Al Capone, Albert Anastasia, right now with John Gotti, Sammy the Bull. Like I said right now is this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Vincent the Chin. This guy right here. Anthony Gaspipe Casso. He took the case. He was one of the most fierce men, but he made a deal. So we both made a deal and we ran into each other. We had a little misunderstanding, bingo, but I'm listening to some of the stuff that they're saying and what took place. They said, well, he was lying. Nah, he didn't lie. Some of the stuff that he was saying, they didn't want to hear. They didn't want to accept it. He made mention of two decorated cops, detectives, how they was on the tape. And they was taking hit for the mob. Nobody wanted to hear that. No, nobody wanted to believe that. But to come to find out, he told them that first. Okay? But not only that, like I say, it's not the point about that he lied. Gaspipe was a millionaire. And the bottom line right now is, guess what? He always used to do what he wanted to do. So now he's incarcerated. Now he's on a unit. And the difference right now is, guess what? He's with other Italian guys that made deals. So once again, he was getting into beef with some of them because based upon, I guess, it was a power structure. Because once again, like I said right now, he was basically like right now, an underboss or in line to be the boss, but he never wanted that hot seat. So what he did, when he see these cats coming in, despite they not in the street no more, they in a unit, he still want rank. He want them to, guess what? I'm still Gaspipe, and y'all guys was nobody. Y'all guys was soldier, or y'all guys was captain, or y'all guys wasn't even made man. But once again, y'all gonna give me my prop. And you know what? One thing in particular, he got into a Big Sal. So he got into it with Big Sal. Keep in mind, Gaspipe like 5'4", little short dude. Big Sal was probably like now was, I don't know, probably like 6 foot, 6'1", and right now big wide Italian cat. So the bottom line, they got into a big beef. And next thing you know, Gaspipe, I'm saying right now is, hey, got a newspaper. Wrap the newspaper up and whop them. Whop. You know what I'm saying? Period. They went at it. But once again, that was some of the things that they didn't like. And then not only that, he got Otisville shut down. How did he get Otisville shut down? Because this dude just get anything in there. You talking about right now, is this happened to be, I'm trying to think, like 94, 95. Right now is he was getting cell phone smuggling in by due staff, getting food, wine. And a lot of guys, especially Italian guys that wasn't down with it, they didn't like that. So you know what they did? They blew him up. So once again, like I said right now, it's not the point about it, like I tell you, that gas, lie, or whatever. It's the point about it right now is he was saying things that the government didn't want to buy. They didn't want to believe. It was too true to believe. But once again, and then he kept acting like, you know what? He was still that same guy. And they didn't like that. So that's why he got punished. So here it is right now. Listen to the interview yourself.
Well, then in 1993, Gaspipe gets arrested and became one of the highest ranking mafia members to actually, become an informant. Were you surprised that Casso did this?
Yeah. I mean, anytime, look, I was surprised when, Greg Scarpa, when we found out he was an informant, when you hear a guy like that, yeah, you're surprised and you get nervous too. Like I had nothing to worry about with him unless he was going to name me in the gas business, but it was over for me at that point. I wasn't worried. But yeah, I mean, it's always surprising when you hear that. I mean, really.
Well, yeah, he ended up taking a plea agreement, and then he was placed in witness protection. Then in 1998, they took away the witness protection
He
from him.
screwed up, yeah.
What did he do?
I don't know if they found him lying when he was still committing crimes while he was. I don't know the exact situation, but they caught him in some lies, I think, and maybe he was still involved in criminal activity. He got on the bad side of them for some reason. I don't know why, but they threw him out of the program.
Right, and then he got sentenced to 455 years for racketeering, extortion, and murder.
You know they were mad at him, no doubt.
You get 455 years
Yes.
when you're like, what, in your 50s or 60s at this point?
Yeah.
They're just basically telling you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's it. Die in jail.
Right, he died in jail in 2020
Yeah.
because of COVID. Now, was this the guy who killed Roy DeMeo?
I don't know that for a fact.
Let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, I mean, there's some theories about that. And I did hear, look, when somebody whacks somebody out like that, you don't,
Yeah,
you don't spread the word.
He confessed to involvement in the murder of Roy DeMeo,
Yeah.
as well as Frank DeChico
Yeah, I mean,
and Vladimir Reznikov.
another Russian guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. And he also admitted to several attempts to kill John Gotti.
That I heard, yes.
So he tried to kill John Gotti and it didn't work out?
Yeah, I mean, look, John had, a couple of alleged hits on him.
Okay.
That didn't work out.
Hey, see, even right now, when you listen to that, like, that's who Anthony Gaspipe Casso is. You got to go and check out. They did a hell of an interview with him on 60 Minutes, and very, very powerful, man. And like I told you right now, no, he didn't lose his deal, you know what I'm saying, for lying to the government. He didn't lose his deal because he was still, committing, doing crimes on the outside. He lost his deal based upon other ex-mafia that, guess what, he used to go at it with while he was in the program. And like I said, I know one of the biggest things that they didn't like was the fact when he's smuggling and he paid somebody to bring in the cell phone into the facility back in 94, 95. And then, like I say, they busted him with all type of food, like I'm saying right now, like, on wine, you name it. The cat had it. So once again, like I say, the one thing about them, you F up in there, they're going to rip up that agreement. And that's why they gave him all that time that they gave him, man. Listen, hit the like button, subscribe, share. And that's what I try to show you. Look, this man was the most fierce man, one of the feared man in mafia history. But yet, still regards what, look what happened. You know what? Got caught. Got a bunch of body. They going to spend the rest of life in jail. What he did, made a deal. Folks, it doesn't matter who you are, what nationality. You know what? From pressure, pipe, guess what? Bust, everything goes. And even right now, folks, don't put yourself in a predicament in the first place that you have to make a deal, that you have to be away from your family. One love.